Okay, so welcome to the mock exams ordinary level DCG 2022. So with the incomplete isometric projection, we'll be using the axonometric axis. The elevation and plan are in the required positions. Okay, draw the given equilateral triangle first. Okay, and then the axonometric axis XYZ. Draw the elevation and plan positioned. Part C, draw the main body. Okay, so this section here. And then part D, draw the semicircular portion of it. Okay. Right, we begin. So, 90. So the length of the equilateral triangle is 90. Okay, we're going to get our 60-degree set square. There we go. There we have the equilateral triangle, A, B, C. Okay, then we can draw in our y-axis, our x-axis, and then our z-axis. Okay, so we're going to set up the views in the required position now. So we're going to project outwards parallel to the z-axis. Okay, it doesn't matter how far you go on. A good tip would be just like to measure that distance in on the sheet. Generally, it doesn't always work because sometimes they can trim the distance. Okay, in comparison to the length of the triangle, so maybe about 85 is perfect. So then we can draw in this line here. Okay, we can bisect the line, alright, or extend that out. You have to be deadly accurate when extending out. I do like to bisect the angle, particularly if this is a student who will be doing a higher level watching this video. It's better to, if you're a fifth year watching this, it's better to bisect the angle. Now, there's our center point, so we'll take our compass here, draw in the semicircle. And then, sorry there. We'll set up the views then in their required position. So I'm going to join them together. Right, now I'll set up the plan in its required position. So I'm going to drop down. Okay, I'd say roughly the same amount. Or roughly the same amount, 85. Again, as I said, it doesn't always work that technique because they can trim the distance back on all I CAD just to have it looking better. I'll just do that in closer, it's a bit inaccurate. Now, so we're going to bisect that angle again. Now, we're drawing our semicircle. And then the planes in their orientated position. Okay, and then we'll construct the views then. So I'm going to start then with the elevation. 50 long, alright. 8 plus 24 is 32 and radius 19. And then, okay, the distance in here is not given. But if you go down to plan view, there's a distance of 6 here, and it's safe to assume they're equally offset around. So it's going to be 50 wide here, 50 wide up here. Right, so I'm going to mark 50. And I'm going to mark the heights of 8 millimeters. Then 24 is going to be a 32, and then 19 millimeters after that. So then you can get my set squares. If you put the 45-degree one, okay. So if you put the 45-degree one underneath the 60-30 and on top of the t-square, it makes your life easier. So we can draw our lines parallel to the base, and we can draw them perpendicular in a moment. So we're saying it's 6 offset either side. So I'm going in 6 each one. And then we'll get our center line. We're drawing our semicircle, and then we'll go for the plan. So we're ready to go for the plan. 80 long. Alright. And 50 wide. And then the 6s. Now, you can project upwards, parallel to the y-axis. Okay, and project parallel to the z-axis, and project, don't need the x-axis. So we're on part C then, complete, draw the projection, axonometric projection of the main outline of the body. Okay, so I'll just bring them up. These down. Then you can bring that down too if you want. Sure, look at it here, and the next one is going to be when it hits that vertical line, because that's how it works. Horizontal lines are drawn at 30 degrees. Right. A little tiny bit inaccurate there. Now, bring this one down. Up here. For speed, you can just bring a lot of these down across at 30 degrees, like they'll match up. So you will, if you brought this down parallel to the z-axis, it'll match up. Just for speed, right? Now down here. Okay, and now we're ready to do the curved, circular portion. So we can divide our curve into 60-30. Okay. So I set the compass to the radius there, and then I can drop these points down onto the edge of the horizontal plane. So I'm going to take the widths I only need to do 2, okay, because if I get the center down here, they're the same distance. So now, if I get my compass here, take this distance here, step it left and right. Next one. Now I can label these 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So you already have 0, okay, and 6, because look, there's 0 and 6 will be there. Right, so I'm going to project down 1 and bring 1 up. There you go. 2. So I'm going to bring down 2. I'll bring 2 up. 3. Down. And 3 up. Okay, 4 down. 4 up. Sorry there for that label there, that's 6. Got that mixed up there. Now I've gotten lost myself. There's 4. And then 5. There's 5. Okay, that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, now, okay, to do the back of it, okay, we'll freehand sketch them in a moment. To do the back of it, you could get these distances here and put them there and bring them up and down, perfectly fine. I think the fastest way to do it is, right, the distance between, we'll say, 1 on the front, okay, and 1 on the back is the same distance as this line right here. It's the same distance. So my preference is to take that distance with your compass, okay, and step with your compass from each one. That's my preference. And then you'd freehand sketch them in. So there we go. And these ones here, And then there we are. That's it. Cheers.